School District is proud to welcome you to YellowJacket Stadium on the campus of Sheridan High School and home of the First Thrust Homeowners Field. Your sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of the high school interscholastic athletic program. Our athletes recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith and that they must abide by the decisions of the officials. Spectators can submit their high school interscholastic programs by refraining from derogatory or intimidatory remarks or cheers. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support your athletes in a positive and a sportsmanlike manner.
We're going to cut the coaches' show short just by a couple of minutes this time. We have some other information we need to get covered, and I'm not sure, but it looks like we might be a couple of minutes ahead of schedule out on the field. Kickoff is supposed to happen at 7. I won't be surprised if it won't be a couple of minutes before that. Luke, there's some obvious changes with the offense this year, starting with the quarterback. What can you tell me about Jared Innocent?
Well, first,
Luke.
Jared is, he's a hoss. He's 6'3", 6'4". Big things out there.
He supposedly has 4.7 speed, and I know the kid is quick because last year he got off to a pretty good season at the start, but he fought a hip injury all year long. And the thing that stood out to me about athlete is that he is tougher than a $2 steak. You fracture anything in the pelvic region or the hip joint, and I can tell you firsthand, that's one of the most excruciating pains you're ever going to feel. And I kept watching this kid try to get back on that field. In fact, it was painful. It was up here.
Yeah.
I mean, we were cringing watching him trying to play last year.
I've got a sciatic nerve pain, and I feel like a big old baby. And I'm to watch these kids, like you said, with I fractured the hip, and to fight through that, and to keep playing. I mean, there's so much energy, and I'm sorry. There's so much energy in these kids, and so much testosterone flowing. It's just hard to put them down. I mean, there's so much excitement going into this game. So yeah, I mean, minor injuries or major injuries, I think most of these kids would fight through it in the first game and never tell anybody.
Well, we saw the same thing with Canterbury, the quarterback last year. We saw the same thing with Pilkington. We saw the same thing, I believe. Wesley Shoemate got banged up pretty good and stayed in and kept. You had to drag him off the field. But there were several in that same boat last year.
Hopefully this off season has been the conditioning. They did a lot of conditioning in the spring. I mean, they're flipping tires and running sprints and doing a lot of things that hopefully will build up those joints, build up the muscles around them, and maybe reduce that, the number of injuries that we saw last year. The weight room, they've rededicated themselves in there, and you just can't compete in 6A and not be strong.
Well, the last 2 years, they've made some really, really strong gains in the weight room. I mean, we watched from 3 years ago when I first started calling Sheridan games, you could see over the course of a school year, from one season to the next, the increase in size. And it wasn't just getting bigger. You can see them adding muscles. He's going to be playing. He's going to be full-time defense, we understand. Oh, and Sheridan's out on the field, and this crowd is pumped. Sheridan is in all blue jerseys, blue pants, blue helmets. Whitehall is also on the field, prepared to run through a banner. They will be in white with black trim, black helmets. Stand for an opening game. This is a sea of blue I'm looking at out there.
I mean, I know the kids are talking about blackout. You see a few of those. My daughter being one of them. But man, the parents, the families, it's blue and gold now. It's mostly blue. No yellow accent.
And I'll tell you, the Whitehall team can take a lot of pride in the fact that their parents traveled well tonight. That's as big a crowd as I have seen in the visiting bleachers in the 3 years that I've been doing this.
I think you're right. And it speaks to the school district, the way it's being managed. Whitehall's just not that far down the road from us, about 27 miles. There's a lot of similarities in our schools. We've been playing football and sports against each other for probably 50 years. There's a lot of history and a lot of variety.
This is Coach McBroom's 50th year, 50th consecutive year. How does he even have a muscle the size of Texas after coaching for 50 consecutive years?
I knew Miss Whitworth, Coach Whitworth, and he didn't retire. He's principal in middle school. He retired before I got a chance to play under him, but I used to ask Miss Whitworth, won't you let him
We officiating for tonight's game, referees Andy the Trusty,
and two,
umpire
he
Caleb
was just so
Dechew,
miserable.
headlinesman Greg
So
Alishar,
much stress on his
line
life.
judge Chad Wheeler,
Probably
and back judge Caleb Horton.
We do have a big plus this year. It was mentioned in the coaches show that we have Carl Owens Jr. back on staff at Sheridan. The kids love him. I played under his dad. He's got the bloodline, and Sheridan should be thrilled to have him back on staff.
Man, he's got so much energy and so much excitement. You see him around the school, you see him around campus, and nothing but positive things to say. If I'm a football player right now, I would be bouncing off the wall.
Sheridan has won the toss. Both teams lined up for the kickoff. I can't tell who we have at deep back, because I can't see through the window. The kick is deep, down to about the 11. It's fielded. He's across the 30, up to the 40. He's got a field ahead of him. The chase is on. He's drafting behind down at the Whitehall 9-yard line. We have an 81-yard return on the kickoff. No flags on the play. Sheridan right off the bat breaks.
He's dragged down at the 10-yard line. Will be Sheridan football, first and 10.
Everything they did in that play was executed. That's what we talked about. They got the skill people, but we just needed to execute. That's exactly what they did.
They're actually going to spot the ball at the 10-yard line. We're going to say it's blue touch. First and 10 from. In fact, they're going to call it first and goal. Notice the ball was just across the 10. Garrett's at quarterback, double setback, run off tackle down to near the 5-yard line. Pick up a 4.5, maybe 5 on the first carry. Brings
Ball
up the
is
second.
carried by number 4, C.J. Dollarhine. 3-yard gain on the play, brings up second down and 6.
It was, frankly, it was a blowout on the offensive line. It looked like we got about a 3-yard push on the initial snap of the ball.
Man, we didn't get to talk about it on the air, but this is the biggest offensive line I've seen in Sheridan in a long time.
Same snap, hand off to the left side. He's hit at the 5, gets a push down to about the 3.
Another hammer. CJ hit the guy, rocked back, and took 3 or 4 more steps to pick up the third down and 3 run.
Well, they're going to spot it just right at the 4-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. We have an opportunity to punch him in the mouth. We'll see what happens. You got an H-back, tailback, pistol formation, one wide out to the right, two to the left, handoff. He rolls, he keeps. Oh, and he's going to be sacked. They brought a backside blitz with the cornerback, and he was in the backfield.
Quarterback carry number 6, Jared Ashley, brings up third down.
Before Jared took maybe 3 steps. So there's going to be a loss on the play. Takes the ball back to about, just about the 9-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th and 9. And we're lining up for field goal attempt. We're 9 yards out. It looks like Whitehall's going to bring the house. Kick is up. And the kick is good.
Bulldogs roll!
Sheridan hasn't kicked a field goal.
Ball's kicked by number 80.
3-0 lead with 9:58 left in the first quarter. And I don't know, other than putting 6 on the board, I don't know how much of a better score we could have got.
You cannot complain about that. They executed on the kickoff return. They smashed
And that makes our score with 9 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Whitehall Bulldogs 0.
Whitehall did
And
prove
your
something. They got
YellowJackets
a
3.
tremendous amount of speed on their corners. It looks like we're able to get some good push on the interior between the tackles. Going wide could be a problem tonight against a team with that kind of speed on the edges.
Definitely looked like it there. And, they've been strong up the middle, so are we. CJ Dollarham, I wouldn't want to see him take that many hits, play after play after play. So hopefully they got some rotating backs and the linemen are going to figure out their assignments in front of them and do something.
Frankly, I'm sort of the same way about Jared. I don't want to see Ashley taking that kind of punishment. But they got good push on the offensive line. Going wide, we had to test the boundary, and we found out. They got speed out there. Kickoff is shallow, going to be taken at the 18-yard line. The back stutter steps, tries to pick a hole. He finds a crack. He's going to be up to about the 34-yard line.
He was returned on the play by number 5, Ben Reddix.
Reddix may be the fastest kid on the Whitehall team. He is the only returning starter on the Whitehall defense. You're going to hear Reddix's name called a lot tonight on the Whitehall side of the field.
C.J. Davis made him right smack in the middle and stopped him. So that was a good defensive effort.
We're in a 4-2-5 defense. Whitehall drops pass, going deep right off the bat. DB falls down, but the pass was overthrown by about 5 yards.
From number 8, Jamarian Black is incomplete.
There was good coverage on the play. We did have a defensive back lose his footing on the back pedal, but we had 2 backs covering on that pass.
Yeah, that was Brady and Blaine both.
A long pass, but it was well off the mark.
Kind of what you would expect of Ryan Mallett coming out his first shot from the line of scrimmage as a head coach.
Look, this is a rookie coach who played in the NFL. I promise you, he's going to pull everything he can do to get his first win.
Oh, yeah.
They test up the middle. They break a hole. Linebackers are going to beat him deep. He gets a good push, and he's almost at midfield before he's dragged down.
You got Brady Ingram, C.J. Dollarham, and a few other YellowJackets in them.
Yeah, we're tackling a little bit high on that. He carried the YellowJackets with him for about 6 or 7 yards. Ball's going to be spotted at the Whitehall 48, brings up 1st and 10. 9:26 to play in the opening quarter. Whitehall is in a pistol with a tailback, up back, the handoff up the middle again, another big hole. He's across the 45 down to about the 40-yard line of Sheridan. I believe they're going to spot him at about the 41
Ball
of
is carried by number 34, Dallas Pennington.
Got some substitution going on in the middle.
Jaden Smith, taken on the play by number 34, Peyton Sterrett.
34 Peyton Sterrett calling him over ankle.
2 wideouts for Whitehall, H-back, tailback, quarterback's in pistol. Hands off again up the middle, the same play again. He's going to pick up about 6 yards on the carry. Right now, they're staying between the tackles.
Big 72, the tackle, Ricky Johnson took him down.
James Smith with the carry.
Ricky stayed with the play, finally shut the block, kept his feet squared up, and finally got on top of it. It was a nice play.
6 yard gain.
We can't keep giving up 6 yards on the first down.
No, that 3 yards in front,
Three wide outs, two to the right, one to the left. Quarterback takes, keeps, goes straight up the middle. He's got a little room. He finds a crack, and he's down to about the 26-yard line of Sheridan. And they're gouging us now for 6-7 yards of carry on first and second
Number 3,
down.
Noah Smith, the quarterback keeper. He is tackled on the play by number 32,
We're actually
Jake
missing
Smith.
our all-state nose guard right now.
Yeah, Caleb was taking
on
the
the
handoff.
26-yard line. Whitehall football
Bill
first
was
and
still
10.
here.
Definitely a gap missed there.
Yeah, we're going to settle in. We're going to be okay.
Oh, yeah. A lot more size on the front line this year.
You got one out to the right, two to the left, slot back, handoff inside. Number 23 gets the carry. He's met at the 25, falls forward to about the 23, maybe 23, down to the 22.
23, Colin Davis on the carry. He is tackled by number 21, Landon Webster.
Already making an impact.
In fact, he's a heck of a ball player, and I was checking the
Brings
second
up
down.
a second
He's going
down
to bring
and
up
7.
a second down and 7. We're down at the red zone now. It's time to tighten up a little bit. We're in a 4-3 defense now. Another inside handoff, the same identical play. So far, I think out of 7 plays, they ran the same play 5 times.
Ball is carried by number 22, James Smith. He is tackled on the play by number 19, Blaine Shoemaker.
At least plug a gap and make them go wide on us. I got a feeling there's going to be a major adjustment here between the quarters. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. H-back takes the ball. He tries to go to the perimeter, and it doesn't work. He's going to pick up a couple on the
Ball is
play.
carried by number 22, Jake Smith.
And Jake Smith
He is tackled on the play by
the
number
first player
21,
to hit him. And Jake
Landon
Smith is
Webster.
another player,
2-yard
another
gain on the
junior.
play
We can
brings
be
up
really
a second
excited.
down and 8.
Jake had a monster season as a sophomore linebacker last year.
Speed, strong, not afraid to hit.
No, not. In fact, I think he's disappointed if he doesn't get to run over somebody.
Exactly.
2 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left. Same play up the gut, and it's a big hole. He fights through 3 arm tackles. He's down to near the
Ball is carried by
1-yard
number
line.
23, Colin Davis.
Blaine Shoemaker.
Tackled on the play made by number 19, Blaine Shoemaker. Ball is placed on the 2-yard
So far,
line.
speed
First
has
and
not
goal,
been a
Whitehall.
factor. So far, it's been straight up the gut between the tackles.
That's right. They're not doing anything fancy. They're just running old smash mouth football.
We have got 10 people in the box. Here's the handoff, and he is going to get in standing up. Touchdown, Whitehall.
Ball is carried by
Whitehall
number
takes the
22,
lead
Jake Smith.
at 5:58
Touchdown
in the
play.
first quarter, 6-3.
What Sheridan's got to do from here is just realize that, hey, we scored first, we drew first blood, they got it, now settle down, execute with the things you've been taught all summer, and put it back in the end zone.
Now, in the couple of practices I got to see earlier in the year, I watched Whitehall spend a lot of time on 2-point conversions. They are lined up in field goal or extra point. Their kick is up. Young man's got a strong leg, but the kick is no good. He's wide to the right. So at 5:58 remaining in the first quarter, score Whitehall 6, Sheridan 3. We're taking a 30-second break, and we'll be right back with Sheridan YellowJacket football. I'm glad you said so. And we appreciate McCoy Taggart Pharmacy for being one of our sponsors to bring this game to you. Here's the kickoff. Whitehall kicks deep. Ball's going to be taken at the 1. Back up to the 15. He's hit at the 15 and knocked backward. A really great tackle, form tackle. by Whitehall, just shy of the 15-yard line. Whitehall will take over first and 10.
See a stand on the play by number 1, James Thornton.
Obviously disappointed he didn't get more yards than he did. That's all right. Just got to keep
Ball
it
is
in the
placed on
game.
the 14-yard line. Will be Sheridan football, first and 10.
Whitehall is on the field. Sheridan's coming out with the offense. No huddle, straight to a lineup. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Pistol formation. Here's a snap. Inside handoff. Breaks the tackle. Gets across the 15 up to about the 17.
Tell you what, C.J. Dardog looks like he's put about 10, 15
Ball
pounds.
is carried by number 4,
You can tell this young man's gotten thicker in the upper body.
Definitely.
He's put in the work.
Play brings up second down and
Their
6.
center is anyway, he's standing big number 75 Whitehall every time he snaps the ball.
We got a 2nd and 6. Another hand. Oh, he keeps on the fake. He's across the 20 up to near the 21-yard line.
Ball carried by number 6,
It's going to be a short game, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3.5, almost 4. And Sheridan needs a 1st down to get out of this hole.
So Kennedy's locked in there center.
Kennedy is the center.
He's doing an excellent job out there today.
Well, he's playing against a kid that's already gotten some D1 buzz this year at nose guard. Keeps the ball. He's over the 25, up to about the 28, and that is going to be a Central Maloney YellowJacket 1st down. Tonight, Central Maloney Incorporated at Pine Bluff is sponsoring every 1st down
Ball
of
is
the
placed on the
YellowJackets.
29-yard line. Results of the play is a Sheridan YellowJacket.
I'm hoping we wear him out.
Jarrett made that look easy. So obviously getting it dialed in, the nerves are dropping off.
1st and 10 from the 30, 4:15 left to play. Short pass wide open. He's to the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Sheridan. There's the sonic boom right there. A beautiful pass.
He could have been calling for that. Nobody around. Barrett straight down the sideline. Leighton still straight down the sideline. And Sheridan back on the field.
The money was there. That ball was dropped on a dime and never had to break stride. We've got a Whitehall player still down on the field back at the Sheridan 31-yard line. So we've got an official timeout. And I don't care who you are, who you're playing. I hate to see a kid stretched out like that with a leg sitting at that angle. I hope it's just maybe the wind knocked out of him. But you can tell this young man's in a lot of pain down there. So we have an official timeout. We also want to thank Marquise Lassiter of State Farm, another game sponsor for Sheridan YellowJacket football this year, as well as Southeast Arkansas Area Agency on Aging. We are thankful and proud of all of our sponsors, and we appreciate them very, very much. They help us bring to you Sheridan football. So the Whitehall lead lasted about 2 minutes.
It's all right. We answer face to face. It's going to be good.
9-6. Official timeout on the field while they're dealing with an injured Whitehall player.
Hey, Liam, I want to give a big shout out. We've mentioned his name already, but Caleb Pilkins is up at Culver Stockton College in Missouri. He's a scholarship football player up there. He's been going through practice, graded out at 98, 99%, and he's listening to us tonight.
And Caleb, all 190 pounds of you. Now, last year, I had bet Stan that you would take an opposing handoff but before the season was over. You got really close a couple of times. Now, I know they moved you to D-end this year as opposed to inside lineman. You get an opportunity, take the handoff. Yeah, take the opposing handoff.
And bring the ball back to me. I think he's
The Whitehall player is back on, he's up and being supported. He can put no weight on his right leg. I mean, 0 weight on his right leg. That's never a good sign. Well, now he's trying to. He's trying to put some weight on it. I think he's just one of these, tough as a $2 steak kids that says, you're not going to carry me off this field. I'm going to walk off one way or the other. Sheridan lined up for the extra point attempt. 4:05 left in the opening quarter. 9-6 over Whitehall. I didn't even see him on the roster. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's right down the middle. Sheridan jumps on top, 10-6, with 4:05 left in the opening quarter.
The number 80 is a German exchange student named Carl.
Folks, you're gonna hear some sidebar conversations. We're coordinating the audio broadcast with Sheridan live streaming on YouTube, so you can actually watch this game at home and listen to the audio on 101.3. And if we're lucky, we're also trying to get our broadcast to come through the sound system for the Sheridan live stream team. So you've got several ways to follow this game, several ways to do it. All right, teams are back on the field, lined up. Sheridan's ready to rock and roll. Whitehall's ready to take the kickoff. Reddix is back for Whitehall. Dangerous receiver. Here's the kick. A low squib kick. And I don't know if it was touched, but it went out of bounds down around the Whitehall 27-yard line.
They threw the flag, so it doesn't look like he got his hand.
I was looking for it, but I didn't. I was hoping it touched him just as it went past that up back. Looks like we may have to. They're going to take the penalty.
Tell you what, Liam, that new turf looks awesome.
Oh, this field is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, the ball's going to be spotted at the Whitehall 32-yard line, where they take over 1st and 10. 4:05 left to play in the opening quarter. Sheridan comes out, and it looks like we are still in the 4-2 defense. Whitehall has 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, still in pistol formation. Quarterback takes the snap, hands off, right up the middle again, and went nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose a couple. Great penetration by number 57. Robbie Walton was on the ball just maybe a split second after the handoff.
Man, he was in the backfield. We talked about Taylor, but that's the kind of effort we used to see that they were building last year, is beating those guys in the backfield, not letting them get to the line of scrimmage.
Number 54 made an excellent play, too. He also stood up the center, plugged a gap. 2 wideouts to the right, 3 to the left. And again, they tried to go wide with a little bit of trickery. Sheridan snuffed it out, and Whitehall's going backwards.
Ricky Johnson was in the backfield again. So, yeah, man.
Dropped him for about a 4-yard loss. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 14 and a half.
Coach Owens is coaching from the box.
All right, Shady, let's make some noise. Let's your defense in you.
And the crowd is absolutely ecstatic. 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback takes a 3-step drop, pulls it down. He's going to run. He's got some room, and he is hit hard at about the 38-yard line where he's dropped. It looked like, was that Finster?
Wyatt T grabbed him by the foot, and I think Finster made it run.
We've got some extracurricular activity down there. It looks like some attitudes getting a little out of hand. 4th down and 7. Ball spotted at the 38-yard line of Whitehall. Whitehall is at punt formation, but again, you got to remember, Coach Mallett, rookie year, he does not want to lose his first game. Don't be surprised by anything they pull.
I got to tell you, as a YellowJacket fan, I would
High snap. He got it down. It's a high kick, not very deep. Going to be taken at the 38 for a fair catch. And Sheridan will take over 1st and 10 with 1:56 left in the first quarter. And I got to tell you, Stan, I am thoroughly impressed with the 2022 Yellow Jackets right now.
It's a very much improved football team. These kids are playing with intensity. We heard special all in the off season. I think we're seeing a little bit of special out there.
And I'll tell you another thing. As long as this game goes and it stays close like this, the confidence on the blue side is going to go up and up and up. I'm telling you. And by the same, and when you got a team that's loaded with sophomores and juniors and has only 4 seniors, it's demoralizing when you came in expecting to just turn it to a track meet. Handoff up the middle. Great hole. He's across the 45 up to about the 47, close to a first down. We've still got extracurricular activity out there, some frustration on the Whitehall side. Ball spotted back just inside the 46-yard line, brings up a 2nd down, a short 2. 2 wide outs to the right. H-back got 1 out to the left. Pistol formation. Handoff up the middle. He's hit hard, but he gets the first down, runs over the Whitehall player, and is down to about the Whitehall 47-yard line. Another Central Maloney Yellow Jacket first down.
Ball is placed on the 47-yard line. The result of the play is a Sheridan Yellow Jacket.
1st and 10, 1 minute, 1 second to play. They shot the gap, missed him. He gets across the 45. They gambled that time. They brought a blitz. The blitzing linebacker went right past Jared. Jared slipped him. It's a short gain of about 2.5, but it could have been a loss of about 3. We have a 2nd down, 8.
Jenkins coming out wide.
37 seconds left to play in the opening quarter. 2 wide out to the right, 1 to the left. Full house backfield. Handoff, off tackle to the left. Big hole. Runs over a tackler and is all the way down to the Whitehall 36-yard line. And that is another Yellow Jacket first down.
CJ Dollarhide is running like an all-state running back right now.
Well,
strong,
absolutely.
fast, hitting the gaps.
We also want to thank Cato Asphalt of Pine Bluff for sponsoring Yellow Jacket football this year, as well as Grant County Grant County Farm Bureau. Got a timeout. I think maybe that the Whitehall coaches are trying to settle their kids down before they catch an unsportsmanlike. We've got some hand fighting and some pushing going on after the play.
There's intensity going on. This rivalry is fixing to get tuned up because, to your point earlier, Whitehall expects to win this game, and I believe we've got the upper hand.
Well, I'm going to tell you, there's a big difference between 30 seniors on a team last year and 4 this year. You cannot underestimate experience, especially on the offensive line. Those guys have got to play together. They got to gel. They got to be able to communicate, pick up reads. It's a different position than almost any other on this field.
You know, Sheridan's got 19 seniors. We haven't had 19 seniors in a long time, and they're healthy. They're strong. Half of them are the linemen. So your offensive, defensive linemen have experience, and the leadership of this group is something I haven't seen in a long time.
That's the end of the first quarter. Change of the ends of the field. Ball will be spotted down at the Whitehall 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Sheridan. Sheridan is driving. The last 3 ground plays have picked up 5, 6, and 8 yards. 1 wide out to the left, 2 to the right. Full house backfield. Handoff inside. Slips a tackle, and he's all the way down to about the 30-yard line of Whitehall. Got a little more push on the way up from one of the players.
Ball is carried by number 19.
It's going to bring up a gain of 7. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 3. Clock's ticking. 11:40 to play. 2nd quarter.
6-yard gain on the play.
Sheridan on top, 10-6.
It's good to see Blaine out there running the ball, give CJ some break.
Three wide outs to the right, one to the left. Handoff was straight up the middle, and he's down to about the 19-yard line. A big pickup.
Wayne's got speed and quickness, where CJ's got speed and power.
Blake
It's awesome
Shoemaker
to
on the
see the
carry.
difference, and both
He
of them
is
are very
tackled by number 22.
About 16 yards. I mean, that was a huge pickup out of the passing formation.
Results of the play is a Sheridan YellowJacket.
Gets the gap.
We're back in the red zone, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 20. There's a snap. Quarterback keeper. He picks his hole, and he's all the way down to the Whitehall 10-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 10 yards. And how easy did that 10 yards look? It looked like he took 2 steps and gained 10 yards.
Jarrett looks like he's been starting quarterback. I know we had Connor last year. Connor was awesome.
9-yard gain of the play. Brings up 2nd down and 1.
Connor had vision. You know, he could pick that little crack and go. Jared, if he doesn't see one, he makes one. Same quarterback keeper, straight up the middle, and he's going to walk into the end zone standing up. Sheridan scores with 10:29 left in the second quarter and takes a 16-6 lead over White.
I hate to admit it, but I got chills. It's hot.
Yeah, it's about 90 degrees in this booth.
I am super excited about this YellowJacket football team, man.
Lined up for the extra point attempt. Snaps down, good snap. Kick is up. And the kick is right down the middle again. And Sheridan goes on top. 17-6 with 10 minutes, 29 seconds left to play.
And that makes our score 2 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Whitehall Bulldogs 6 and Sheridan YellowJackets 17.
Saracen Casino edition of YellowJacket football, brought to you on 101.3 by the Deltaplex Radio Network. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Let's give us opportunity to recognize some of our athletic sponsors. LG Athletics, Lundy and Associates,
I'm almost out of breath.
Mobility, Allen Gate Panel, and McCoy Tiger Pharmacy.
Both teams are back on the field. Here's the kickoff from Sheridan. It's a squib kick on the bounce on the ground, fumble picked up. He's going to be, he was tagged hard at the 35-yard line, gain of about 5 on the return. And I believe that was number 48 and number 10. That was Trent Rep. And number 10, help me out. Is that Isaiah Owens in on the tackle. And it was a textbook tackle, face mask in the numbers, dropped in cold.
Man, the excitement and the intensity of the Sheridan football team right now is off the charts. They are flying the ball, they're flying to their executing spots. These guys are ready. They smell blood.
2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, H-back, tailback formation out of the pistol. Quarterback fumbles the ball, bobbled it. Hands off wide. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Bounces off. He's going to pick up about 4. He was actually hit just behind the line of scrimmage. Made a nice spin move, bring it out about 4 yards. Clock is ticking. 10 minutes, 5 seconds to play in the second quarter. Whitehall needs a drive to stay in this game. Sheridan is determined not to give it to him. There's a snap. Straight up the gut, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. Forward progress might be a half yard. That zebra is giving him a full yard, and I vehemently disagree with that spot.
Jake Smith made the initial hit, and Brady Ingram flew in on top of it.
I'm filing a formal protest. There's no way that play resulted in a yard and a half.
How about that?
Got a quick sideline pass that falls incomplete, brings up the 4th down.
Is incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And we're just giving you a little taste occasionally of the crowd noise here. It's, again, this crowd is highly, highly excited.
Yeah, it's pretty much standing room only. This
I-
place is packed to the gills.
I hate to use that term. It is standing room only. They're curved around the track, on the track watching this game.
He looked at me like he's
Timeout, Whitehall.
Got a timeout on the field
a black guy.
with a 4-yard difference between that 4th down marker and 1st down marker. Again, Stan, I would not be surprised at any time to see Whitehall go for it.
You know, they might, but they're at the point right now. If they do it and it's successful, they take the wind out of themselves. If they don't, it may be over for
I
them.
promise you, the wind's out of their sails right now.
That's what I think. Yeah, they're scrambling. And to your point, old Don Mallett is looking for a signature first game win. And, you know, I was a Razorback fan. I am a Razorback fan. I always have a big Mallett fan. So I would really love not just to beat Whitehall, but to beat Ryan Mallett.
Well, he had a cannon for an arm, and I can respect that. But that doesn't always equate to being a great high school football coach.
I had my questions about that. Hopefully, I will confirm those questions.
Whitehall is in punt formation. There's a snap, good snap. Another kick, wobbly kick, not especially long, bounces out of bounds. It's going to be about a 30-yard kick, and I believe they're going to spot it somewhere right at the 30-yard line, maybe the 29. Well, let me make sure here, because I thought it bounced out at the 35, but I got 2 refs standing on the spot. It is going to be on the Sheridan 35-yard line, 1st and 10, 9 minutes, 10 seconds to play in the opening, or excuse me, the second quarter. 17-6 Sheridan. And I get to feel, looking at the Whitehall crowd, they're in shock. I'm seriously. I mean, they're frozen. It looks like a photograph.
Yeah, they're having a whiteout up there. They probably put the whiteout.
Look, I own the business in Whitehall. I attended Whitehall for 9 years, 1st through 9th grade. I've got blood brothers that live in Whitehall. That's about the saddest expression I've ever seen. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Pistol formation. Quarterback takes, hands off, keeps. He gets around the end. He's going to pick up 5 or 6 yards on this carry. Nice ball handling by the quarterback.
7 yards to pick up by Jared Ashley. It looked easy.
Ball is carried by number 6, Jared Ashley.
And it looked like he took 2 steps and gained 7 yards.
He did.
It's amazing how this kid runs.
He's so tall. He takes a step. He's going.
Do you remember Matt Jones from Arkansas?
That's exactly what I was.
Takes 3 steps and gains 50 yards. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Inside handoff, big hole up the middle across mid-stripe. He's going to be marked down at the 50. It looked like to me he was across the 50 by a yard. I don't count, though. The referee didn't ask my opinion. They should. They should.
CJ Davis made it look easy with the stripes or bringing it back. But I guess that's maybe the first penalty of the game for him.
And it looks like it may be a big. Oh, that's not what we needed. That's going to bring up 2nd and 25. Excuse me. I'm looking at the down marker. Okay, now it's where it's supposed to be. That's going to bring up 2nd and 13. Ball's going to be spotted at the 32-yard line of Sheridan. 2nd and 13. 2 wide outs right, 1 to the left. Pistol. Handoff up the middle again. He's hit at the 35, but carries up to the Sheridan 38, almost 39-yard line. That was
same exact. That was JB Bourne.
That was a strong, strong run.
Yes, it was. Got a lot of ground to make up. He picked up.
You got good push by the offensive line. That's going to bring up a manageable 3rd and 7. At least it's been manageable thus far. Got a timeout on the field. Coaches are going to talk it over.
We'd like to take this opportunity to recognize some of our
Coach has got his people down there. He's
Platinum Roofing.
Stan, that actually looks like Carl Owens Jr. standing with his back.
Shelby Taylor Trucking and our field sponsors, First Trust, Home Loan.
Talking about right here on the 30?
Yeah, yeah.
That's kids.
Okay.
Kids doing the stats.
If you turn around, I can tell the difference. On the back, they look the same.
Yeah, I saw Coach Owens coming up here with the back there, getting ready to call plays for those kids.
We got some Whitehall kids with hands on their knees over there, and it is humid, and we're probably in the low, maybe 83, 84 degrees right now. Conditioning this time of year does come into play, especially if you're behind going into the second half and you're trying to, you're trying to speed it up.
We talked about that with Sheridan. The conditioning they put in the off-season, the weight room, it's showing right now.
Okay. Whitehall's on the field. Sheridan's coming back out. They're facing 3rd and 7. 8 minutes, 5 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Two wide outs to the left, one to the right. There's a snap. He drops back, looks, got a man on the sideline, and he makes the grab. Looks like the ball's going to be spotted up around the 42. He was juggling a little bit, but I think they're going to give him the catch.
It was JB.
Nice catch. It went through his hands. He bobbled for a second and got control. Now that's going to bring up a 4th and 3 at the 8-minute mark of the second. And it looks like the punt team is coming out.
Smart move, up 11 points.
But I will tell you, of all of the offensive weapons they've got, Whitehall's punt return team may be the most dangerous thing on the field for them.
Those guys still got some sprinklers.
All right, it's a low kick. It's going to be fielded, but he fair caught it. He had 10 yards to run, and he fair caught it at the 27-yard line of Whitehall.
That must have been called because he didn't even act.
It had to be. He didn't even take a step.
I mean, he could have picked up 10 yards.
He could have fell forward and picked up 10. So I'm not sure I don't understand what I just saw, but I'm grateful for it.
Yeah, because I mean, he had a lot of room to move.
And the Reddick's kid's got a tremendous amount of speed. We know from last year he's a player. So Whitehall takes over. 7:55 left to play in the second. 27-yard line. Sheridan's ahead 17-6. Handoff up the middle. A little room, but not as much as he saw the first drive they had. He gets a push across the 30. He's going to be spotted actually right on the 30-yard line. They're going to give him a pickup of about 2.5 to 3 yards.
I got to say, that first drive, it looked like they were going to run down our throat all night.
Well,
they actually found an answer.
The adjustments, and we all know in high school football and in college football, the adjustments you make between series dictates a lot.
And we're making them.
Another inside handoff. He's got a crease. Runs through an arm tackle. He's finally drugged down at the 40-yard line. I'm going to give any kid credit that does that. That was a really hard-nosed run.
Lane Shoemake, probably an initial takedown.
Clock is still running, 7:10. Who was the other player? Okay, Sheridan again. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the Whitehall 40. Clock is running. We're under 7 minutes now to play in the second quarter. Two wide outs to the right, one to the left. Got a slot back to Nate. There's the handoff up the middle, big hole. He's hit at about 2 yards past the line of scrimmage and manages to fall forward for about another 2, maybe 3.
CJ tripped him up and Brady faced him off.
That was another big gain on first down. It's going to bring up the second, about a short 5. Clock still running. Under 6:30 to play in the second. 3 wide outs now to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff to the left side. We got a blitz on, and number 32 shoots a gap and drops him for Jake Smith again. Drops him for about a 3-yard loss. Now that looked like Caleb Pilkey.
That did.
It did.
That's
Okay.
very reminiscent. He from a 25.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and long 8 yards. 2 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left, single setback. Quarterback takes, drops 3 steps, got pressure, and throws it in the ground. at the feet of an open receiver. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 8. Whitehall's going to have to punt it away.
Spencer Fox and Jake Smith put the pressure on the quarterback in that one.
Jake Smith again. Now, Whitehall could try something here. But with 5 minutes left, if this if a trick play blows up in their face, this deep in their own territory, they're giving Sheridan a freebie shot at extra points going into halftime. You think they'll punt?
Yep.
I think that's their best bet. Anyway.
Yeah, they got too much to lose.
Matheson, my brothers in crime, and they both picked Whitehall to win this game.
I heard that sacrilege.
And I'm also going to give a shout out to Barry Grooves,
Yeah?
Hooters football,
Did he pick him?
who also picked Whitehall to win by 7. Now the game's a long way from over.
That's right.
And anything can happen. All I'm saying is, if you were in Vegas betting what you thought, you'd be in trouble right now.
Yep. And you and I'd be winning. They'd be wanting to go to dinner with us after all this.
Punt formation for Whitehall. Single back. It's a good kick. He finally got off a big kick. It's going to roll down to about the 20-yard line, where Sheridan will take over. 5 minutes, 34 seconds left in the second. And if Sheridan puts any points on the board at this point, I believe Whitehall could.
We're gonna have a new house for that show.
Probably. It'll be time to bring it home. Whenever you're ready. Again, if you hear a sidebar conversation, we're just coordinating with the live stream team from Sheridan High School. And we're coordinating equipment usage to make sure you're getting the best of the audio and the visual live streaming. Sheridan. Oh, ESPN calls. Fake the inside handoff. Keeper. He's around the end. He's across the 20. He gets up to about the 25. Going to pick up about 4 on the carry.
Number 4. Keon Weston.
I'm anxious to hear Dark Pitts' stats tomorrow.
5:15 to play in the second quarter. Whitehall trailing 6-17. Sheridan has pretty much had their way at this point. We have a 2nd and 7. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. We have an H-back, tailback, quarterback set up, pistol. He looks, he fakes, he throws, he's got a man, and well, the receiver was, I got to give him credit. I think he was looking for the ball, and I hate to say it, but it really looked like he might have been looking back for the ball.
Jaden ran a good route, but the ball was a little short.
It was a little short. But you know, in a team that's not especially known for the passing game, our quarterbacks, I don't care if it's been Jared or whoever's been back there, it's been effective. The routes have been good.
Yes.
The balls have been thrown catchable. Handoff, off tackle, goes to the left. Big hole. He's across the 35 up to the 36-yard line. And if that play holds up, and it is, another Central YellowJacket first down.
C.J. Davis hammering it down the throat.
CJ's running like he's got an attitude tonight. He's running like he's about 20 pounds heavier than he is.
Yeah, definitely. C.J. is making an impact on a lot of these kids.
Sheridan's driving, ball spotted at the 36-yard line. 4:21 to play, second quarter. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff up the middle. Big hole across the 40 up to about the 46, maybe the 47. 6 yards in a cloud of dust.
6-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 4.
Power runner.
Well, and CJ's not that big, but he's running like he's that
He
big.
looks big from up here.
I haven't seen a back take a play off yet. Up the middle again, he dodges the tackler. Great move that time.
Talked about vision earlier with kind of films that he had. It looks like CJ's got a little
Ball is carried by for CJ Dollarhide. Ball is placed on the 48-yard line.
CJ gets across the 45 up to the 48. It is a Central Maloney. Sheridan YellowJacket, first down. 1st and 10. Clock is running at 3:29. Back up on the ball, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Fakes the handoff to the right, keeps to the left, keeps to the right, gets across the 50. He's going to pick up a couple. He just ran out of room. He had the edge, and he just ran out of room.
They did bite on CJ with the fake.
2-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 8.
Had enough room, that would have been another 5 or 6 yard pickup.
Well, if I was getting gouged by CJ and Dollarhide like they had me, believe me, I'd have been too. They've been getting gouged pretty good. It's a 2nd and 8. Still in the spread. Handoff up the middle, big hole. He's across the 45 down to about the Whitehall 44.
CJ Dollarhide on the carry.
They're going to back him up to right on the 45-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3, long 3. Clock still running, 2:37 to play in the 2nd. Play just comes in, making a quick substitution there. Offensive line has done an excellent job tonight.
I was impressed with their size, their work ethic going into the season. To see them tonight, everything I expected. Big ugly.
Jared Keeps faces up the middle, goes outside, and he's going to be stopped hard at about the 43, between the 43 and 43-yard line. That was an awkward tackle. That was really awkward. I was glad to see him pop right back up. It's going to be a 4th and 2. Yeah, the ball's going to be spotted right on the 44-yard line. We've got to get down to the 42 for a 1st down.
I go for it.
Well, we got 2 minutes to play. The defense has really played solid. I don't think you got a lot to lose by going forward at this point. In fact, that would be a backbreaker if you got it. If they only get a field goal out of this, I mean, you're looking at a 20-6 lead going into halftime.
That's disheartening.
For a bunch of sophomores and juniors, and I don't care how talented you are, if you're not seasoned and you're not used to fighting back from adversity, it's tough. It really is tough.
Yeah, I mean, they just had a very successful last season when they come in here in Sheridan where they expect to win. They'd be getting it handed to them in the first half like they are. The wind is going out of their sails.
Well, we tried to tell people there's a huge difference between 30 seniors and 4. Especially when you're talking about only 2 returning starters.
You can see the body difference.
2 minutes, 5 seconds to play. Sheridan's on the ball. Wide out to the right, 1 to the left. Full house backfield. Handoff up the middle. He's got all kind of room. And he's got a 1st down inside the 40 down to about the 37-yard line.
Ball is placed on the 37-yard line.
And that is another Central Maloney. Sheridan YellowJacket, 1st down. I am, when Greg told me that Central Maloney was sponsoring 1st downs, I thought, well, I may say it 4 or 5.
You said 10 now.
It's going to tickle me if I say it all night long.
That's right.
All right, you got a whistle, stops the play. It was going to be a passing play. Faked the handoff, took about a 3-step drop back, and the whistle stopped the play.
Liam, I really am
impressed on the offense.
This team. We talk about kids, you coach them all day long, but if they don't execute what they've learned, then it conveys on the field. These kids are hitting their assignments, they're hitting their blocks, they're hitting their holes, they're executing.
5-yard penalty remains 1st down.
They backed us up to the 43-yard line, 5-yard penalty. 1st down, 15. There's the pass. He keeps. He throws. He's got a man at the 40. Big collision, but he hangs on to it.
Jake Smith,
Got a little trash talk going on down there, but you know, if you're getting beat on the pass play, I don't know why the defensive back is trash talking anybody. You know, I really can't say Whitehall. Really, it's almost across the board in high school athletics like it used to be in the pros. 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Jared looks. He pulls the ball down. He's got some room. Well, he got tripped up from behind. Great play by the defensive lineman from Whitehall. He gets back to about the 36, 35-yard line.
Yeah, he was one defender away from breaking.
The tackle was made by a player on his knees. It was really a good play. You got a 3rd down and 8. You know, it looked like you got motion in the Sheridan backfield. It looked like the H-back took a step.
Getting just a little too excited to try to score.
And I get it. Look,
these guys are so hopped up. I mean, they come in this game after the last season with only 2 games, and they just pushing it down the throats of Whitehall. I absolutely.
Now we're looking at a 3rd down and 13. 2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. We're trying to draw White offsides, and they're not biting.
Timeout, Sheridan.
It was a hard count, and Jared was really giving it a little head shake there, but he just couldn't pull them offsides. So we got a quick timeout, and Coach has got them back in the huddle on the sidelines. Whitehall's on the far side, huddling up with Coach Mallett. You know what? You try not to read too much into Coach's statements because there's a line all coaches are supposed to say, right? It's coach speak.
You're right.
And Coach Mallett said in his coach interview show with Luke that Sheridan better bring their A game.
Yes.
Well, guess what?
Whitehall should have brought theirs.
I'm just saying. And you know, broadcasters aren't supposed to editorialize. That's what color guys do. The play-by-play guy is supposed to just tell the audience what he's seeing on the field.
Exactly.
Tough. Can't help it. All right. And so the disclaimer's out there, folks. I'm a homer. Can't help it.
That's why we're here.
3rd down, 13. Sheridan on the ball. 3 wideouts left. 1 to the right. H-back is up. He's in the flat. Got a deep pass and a man, and through the hands of the Sheridan receiver down at the 6-yard line. And trust me, folks, it went through his hands.
Nobody better to throw it to than Brady.
He was in a crowd of 3 Whitehall players, and I'm not sure he even saw the ball until it cleared that first Whitehall player's helmet.
Yeah, I think he stretched out a foot longer than he actually is to get his fingertips.
I agree. He was there. He had a chance. 53 seconds left, and Sheridan is going for it on 4th down. Got a 4th and 13. Sheridan's going to go for it. That's 5.3. Well, like 53 to me, but I see what you're saying. We have 5.3 ticks. So what are you dialing up here, Stan?
Go for it.
Coach, what are you going to do?
I put Jaden and Brady in the end zone. Give them 2, 3, 4 targets and air it out. We got nothing to lose at this point. I haven't seen their corner crashing enough to be a threat for an interception and run back.
I'll be there when the new scoreboard gets here.
Been here Monday.
Yeah.
Again, supply chain issues.
Okay. Whitehall is in a prevent defense. They got 2 linemen, 4 linebackers, and the rest are D-backs way back. Throwing to the end zone And it's going to be knocked down around the 8-yard line, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half.
The score, 17-6, Sheridan over White. And what I have to believe a lot of people think might be a shocker, I gotta tell you, it's not a big surprise to me.
You know, it's not to me either. We've talked about this also in the last couple of weeks. We expected Sheridan to be a much improved football team over last year. The injuries are out of the way. We've got 19 returning seniors. We got guys coming back that had stepped away from the program for a little while. They're stronger, they're faster, they're fit. I'm super excited. I'm not even going to say what I predicted the first of the season. I'm going to say right now, I think we're going to win 6 games.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm not quite ready to start predicting, but close. Okay, well, I told you in private what I thought.
Yes,
And I named off the teams I thought we, Well, folks, you are listening to the Sheridan Casino broadcast, Sheridan YellowJacket football.
Mary, Tyler,
At halftime, 17-6, Sheridan over Whitehall, and we will be right back after this station break.
Bailey Betts, Carolina Scott, and Lady Willingsburg.
5:40. We got one commercial break to take. We have one more commercial break to take. We're going to take that right now. You're listening to the Saracen Casino and Resort edition of Sheridan YellowJacket Football on 101.3 on the Deltaplex radio, and we're still coordinating with our video guys. And I got high hopes for this, man. I think it's going to be a great season for this. The marriage of the audio and the video.
Oh, yeah, man. Charlie Kinsey does an outstanding job with the audiovisual team at the school, teaching these kids how to run this equipment. Tonight, it looks like it's all on him, but man, to go to the arena and see the video in the arena, and now we're getting to see it on the field. The new scoreboard is going to have instant replay. Man, his future is bright in Sheridan, I can tell you that.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll be right back after this with the second half kickoff. Hello? I'm having trouble hearing. Because we're too loud. We're getting phone calls or text messages from fans telling us we needed to turn the volume up. I think what we need to do is I need to turn down my enthusiasm when we score a touchdown.
That's going to be hard to do the way they're playing tonight.
Well, we've been waiting for this.
Yep.
For 3 years, I've been waiting for this.
I was just going to say that. We have had to find positive things to say in negative situations, and tonight it is easy to say positive things.
We have our moments, and frankly, I've got to say, I really believe, and you never want to make excuses, okay? That's not what we do. You know me well enough, there is no excuse. You did or you didn't.
Yes.
But last year, when you're putting about a third of your team, at least a quarter, on the injury list from 1 week to the next, I don't know what else to say about that. We've talked it to death, but it's simply the truth. That was a talented team.
I mean, they could have won. You know, when at Whitehall, it was a different animal. But we counted them off. We had 4 or 5 games picked that we felt like we could win. But as the season progressed and the injuries built up, it just really wasn't any way.
Well, when you look up and you got an offensive guard lining up at H-back, you know, in the 7th game of the season, yeah, that's telling you what's happened to your body count. So it's just a part of football. Injuries happen. but that number in that short a span was an extremely unique situation. Now, again, we're one half into the season.
And we're looking good.
If we could run into another, boy, I hate to hex, myself by even suggesting this, but it could happen again. I mean, we can look up and see.
It could, but I'm telling you, I'm not even going to talk about that.
But it's so rare, Stan.
The
First of all, it's so rare.
The conditioning and the weight room work that they put in, the kids working on it, and the boy you talked to this summer, you and I also saw a jeep load of guys doing the same thing.
We did.
Earlier in the season, or earlier in the summer. So I just don't foresee that happening. I mean, you got 2 or 3 down there right now that look like they may be injured, but I mean, you've got some meat on the bones in that offensive line. You've got skilled positions that are rolling. They're executing like they should, and a lot of times injuries come when you're just not doing your job, when you're not in the right place at the right time, and they're executing, so they are where they're supposed to be.
Well, that off-season conditioning cannot be overstated. That's where the injury avoidance begins.
Yes, it is.
Is that off-season.
There's some, and now we got a new turf. That's another thing that we haven't talked about. Our last year's turf was about a year past its life.
We had holes
soccer
in that
players-
turf the size of my hand.
We had soccer players that were getting injured. We had football players that got injured. We've got a brand new, beautiful turf this year. We don't have all the advertisements on the sideline yet. They're down there again as a supply chain thing. The installers are coming out of Texas, and they got reined in, and we're able to make it here. But we do have, it is First Trust home field. Big YellowJacket out in the middle. We got Sheridan on one end and Jackets on the other. My daughter's watching from Washington Baptist. She said the turf looks great. So Charlie Kinger's broadcast is looking good, and I hope that our communication is sounding pretty good too.
Well, so far the audio is at least going out. I can't speak to how well it sounds, but if we're getting it out.
Well, yeah.
And we did have some internet concerns.
Yes, we did.
There were some issues about possible internet connection issues tonight, and not just for us, but basically
For the whole school, yeah.
For the whole school. But knock on wood, so far we've managed.
I can tell you this morning there was an accident on the road, and I was trying to get my daughter to school, and I was just amazed communicating with Matt Scarborough, the AD, and how much was going on within the workings of the school to try to get kids to school safely, to get internet rolling for this game. They had a pop-up pep rally in the arena area as kids were coming into class. It was a surprise for the kids. Just an outstanding amount of effort and concern for the kids this year. It's just a new environment that honestly I hadn't seen just in this district itself in a long time. I've met Dr. Nethery a couple of times. I think she's got a great vision for the school moving forward. The community pep rally, like I said earlier, the stadium was full, the arena was full. Everybody was having a good time. Every athletic activity was recognized. It was a great night to be there.
We are about 35 seconds away from kickoff in the second half. Whitehall will be receiving the second half kickoff. Whitehall is on the field, lined up. Sheridan's coming out on the field.
The Sheridan YellowJackets are set to kick off to start the second half of football.
Sheridan's actually jogging out onto the field, the players, and saw a couple of high fives out there. You can tell these kids are getting ready to rock and roll in the second half. Whitehall really desperately wants to turn this around with their first possession. And this first possession could dictate the game. And here's the kick. It's a squib kick. It's going to bounce around the 27 where it's picked up. He's across the 30, 35. He's going to be hit, falls forward to about the 40. Pretty good return on the squib kick for Whitehall. We got a big tangle down around. This is still trying to untangle kids.
He is tackled on a play by
Players are up.
number 34.
No extracurricular activity that time.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Peyton Stitt.
Sheridan is leading 17-6, beginning of the third quarter. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line of Whitehall. Sheridan appears to be in their same 4-2 defense, got a 4-2-5. Whitehall comes out with a wide out to the right, two to the left, an H-back, single setback with the quarter. Quarter takes, hands off up the middle, finds a crease. He's got some room. He breaks it, and it looks like Whitehall is going to take it to the house on the first play of the second half, and they didn't do anything differently than they ran in the first. That was the same play they ran over and over and over in that first quarter, and they broke it. So Whitehall is on the scoreboard, draws first blood in the second half at 11:43 mark of the third quarter. Score is now 17-12.
YellowJacket was giving it all he had and trying to catch up with him. We had a 10-yard head start. That's all right. That's how Whitehall started the first half, and we picked it up and took it from there.
Exactly. Snap is down, kick is up, kick is again. Oh, he got through. I don't know how. He might have cleared the crossbar with about 3 inches. Well, that was the first 3 they've actually hit tonight, so it's a 4-point lead, 17-13. And boy, that's exactly what you did not want to see in the first minute of the opening second half.
No, that's a momentum builder, and that's exactly what Whitehall needed to get back in the game. They got their fans back in the game, so Sheridan's got to take the win right back out of their saying. They've got to answer.
Well, we spoke to this in the first half. First halves are great, but that's not what goes in the win-loss column.
Sure.
Sheridan's got to stay the course, do what they did in the first half, and do it well.
These next 24 minutes, it's all that matters.
But that play broke down right at the line of scrimmage. He slipped a tackle, and there was a crease, and he just found it. And that kid's got, I'm not sure what number that was. I don't have the roster for Whitehall in front of me, but it was a good burst of speed. They've got talent. Here comes the kick. It's going to be deep, taken down at the 5-yard line. Got a good return, tries to spin out of a tackle, but he's taken down, dropped around the 24-yard line.
Kickoff return by number 18, Nicholas Purefoy.
Purefoy on the return.
Ball is placed to the
Picked up about 19
line.
yards on the
Will be
return.
Sheridan football.
First and down. First and 10, Sheridan. 11:30 to play. Coach has got Sheridan huddled up on the sideline, trying to tell them to settle down, do what they do, just do it well. Whitehall is in a 4-3 defense. Got a handoff, goes to the right side. He's got room across the 30, across the 35, and a flag down. Whitehall got a little overzealous. The player did a little extra shove and push, and it looks like it's going to cost them 15. At 11 on the play, and just a gift of another 15.
Personal foul on the defense.
Start the second half.
Results of the play is a Sheridan YellowJacket.
That's another Central Maloney shirt. YellowJacket first down.
About 25 yards on the first play.
25 on the first play of scrimmage. Yeah, we can take that, can't we?
50-yard.
Well, this is how you answer an explosive play that hits you in the mouth for 6. You run it down the throat.
You know, I'd actually much rather eat up the block this way than I would just run it down and score. Put the defense on the back.
Same play handoff. There's no room to run this time. It looked like a face mask, and I don't know why we're not getting the call, but he definitely had a hand under the edge of the helmet with the ref. Ref no flag. He's not calling it.
Why now? Was looking right at it. He just had enough.
Well, the thing, I mean, we have a really good perspective for sideline plays like that. And I'm not making excuses for missed calls, but when you're on the field, it's like being down at tabletop level trying to see 22 chess pieces. When you're up here and looking down, you see these things.
I take pictures for the YellowJacket soccer team, and I can tell you it's a whole different.
Second 15, fakes the handoff. He's got a man wide open, and he's got him down at the 25-yard line. The pass was right on the button of Brady Ingram. Brady hauls it down, and a massive pickup, about 30. He's going to put the ball down the 45-yard line right off. And I got to tell you, I've been really impressed with Jared's passing.
Yes, he's right in the middle.
There's the pass, handoff. He keeps it up the middle. He's got room, and he's got another ankle tackle. He got down to the 20. He picked up about 5 on the carry, and we got a man down. We got a Sheridan player slow to get up.
I got to tell you, this running it down there first, keeping the Whitehall defense on their heels, keeping them on the field, wearing them in. This will pay off.
I don't see a number, can't tell who it is. His helmet's facing us. It looks like a cramp. When they put that heel on the top of your thigh and push down on the ball, you can pretty well figure you got a hamstring cramp. Yeah, it is. Well, I'm looking across the field. You got a bunch of Whitehall kids with hands on their knees, and we got one that's apparently having some cramp issues, and I'm not a bit surprised. Man, this is where those water bottles and Gatorade are a mainstay and a necessity, especially in August and September. Yeah, Jackson Teagues tried to administer water first aid out there, but he had to sample it first before he gave it to him. Yeah, he had to take a little drink before he gave it to him.
He's like the king's tester.
Now the ref took a drink out of it. They're just passing. That field must be hot. They're just passing the bottle around down there. Just passing it around. Okay, Jared's back up on his feet. You can tell he's a little stiff-legged. But, you know, this kid's probably run about 2 miles tonight already in the first quarter and a half. Well, I can tell you he's up to around 120 right now. Yeah. I haven't factored in any losses yet, but he's right at 121 yards. And he's coming off the field, coming slow, taking a break, takes it easy. He needs to just sit down and let them just hydrate the crap out of him.
We got Brady Dillon coming in.
Brady Dillon takes it, hands off, up the middle, got all kind of room, and he's across the 15, down to about the 14. It's going to be real close to a first down.
Ball is carried by number 19, Blaine Shoemates.
Brady Dillon.
Brings it a 3rd down.
Brady was one of the kids that we saw this summer in the Jeep when there was 4 or 5 of them out there. Yeah. Putting in the work. We got 3rd down and about a foot. Brady keeps it. He's got room. He's across the 10, the 5. He's at the goal line. I'm waiting for a call. And they're going to mark him down at about the 1 foot mark.
Ball is carried by number 15, Brady Dillon. Ball is placed on the
And I got to tell you, he had a gap on the side. He could have drove your truck through it. That was a beautiful blocking scheme, and he did a great job of finding the hole. First and goal. Here's a snap. Hand off up the middle. Oh, got a little mishap, a little miscommunication on the handoff. We're going to lose about a half a yard or a yard. In fact, we're going to lose about 2 yards on that play.
Standing with Blaine Shoemate, it looked like he might have wanted to fake it and take it.
Timeout, Sheridan.
Give another shout out to another Sheridan YellowJacket supporter, Welch Nissan of Pine Bluff, and Southern Fruit and Grocery, a longtime supporter of Sheridan YellowJacket football. We appreciate all of you and thank you for being a part of Sheridan YellowJacket football.
Let's take this opportunity to give a big round of
Good
applause
people
for
over
our
there. Good
Sheridan
people.
cheerleader.
I already know how old you are. You're older than dirt, but that's beside the point. I just want to live as long as you do. I just want to live that. And don't start. Don't start. Congressman Bruce Westman is another big-time supporter of Sheridan YellowJacket football. Appreciate him. Commonwealth Economic Development. They have a big interest in the progress of Grant County. Sheridan's on the ball, handed off up the middle, and he's back to the original line of scrimmage, down to about the 1 foot line again. It's going to bring up you got a third and a short yard. You got Dollarhide in the backfield. You got Davis. Jarrett's back in. There's a snap. There's a handoff. Hit in the backfield. Penetration straight up the gut. No gain. Trey. Oh, they got shut down again at the 1 yard line, denied. And other area games, Donaway is down to Boonville. Let me double check, but it looks like by a bunch. 29 to zip in the third. Watching Chapel smoke Texarkana last night, 48 to nothing. Have not seen the Rising score yet. Big game down in Warren. Got Warren and Stuttgart teaming off against each other. Two strong teams historically. So Whitehall takes over the ball at the 1 yard line. 7:55 left to play in the third. You might expect a stunt. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. It may be a safety. Oh, they're going to spot the nose of the ball at about the 10-inch line.
Ball is placed just outside the goal line.
So they lost about 2 feet on the play.
Brings up second down.
Second and 11. You just cannot allow a big explosive play to get them out of the hole. High snap. He gets it down. He's hit again at about the 2. He may have picked up 1 on the carry. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9.
21, Landon Beechster on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
And you know, by the way, I'm looking out the crowd. I see a couple of teachers in the crowd. I have to speak to them in just a moment. It was 3rd and 9. Whitehall has got a flag. Or if we got motion, or if we drew somebody offside. Whitehall's clapping.
Flag on play.
And Sheridan's backing up. We just caught 5-yard penalty for something.
Offsides on the defense.
Offside on the defense. The last thing you needed.
5-yard penalty remains 3rd down.
Now you got a third and a long 3, a short 4. They got a little breathing room. They're in a true spread formation, 2 wideouts right, 2 left. Quarterback's trying to get a signal, changes the play at the line of scrimmage, takes the snap, hands off inside. He runs into his own man at the 9-yard line and is driven out of bounds. Sheridan getting a little bit excited there. Yeah, he carried him out about 10. Landon needs to, when he sees that sideline, he needs to let go of it. Now that brings it 4th and 1. Well, they've had some success running between the tackles. So, yeah, they dropped back in front formation. We got a 1-man deep. Now we got a ref signaling for timeout.
Timeout, Whitehall.
Coach Mallett may be second guessing himself.
Huge play for sure. We turn the ball over, get the ball back in Whitehall territory. And Jared Company again looks like Sheridan's back up on the bench. Get a little bit of cramp with this humidity at the first game out. So far,
Another shout out to Sissy's Log Cabin and Hippie Preschool. Both big supporters of Sheridan football, as well as Pineville Parks and Rec, who has been a long-time supporter and a part of our halftime broadcast. And speaking of teachers, I saw a couple down in the crowd just a moment ago, so I'm giving a shout out to all the teachers that went back to work last week and the week before. Absolutely. How many times do you hear that?
yeah, I'm just excited about Dr. Beverly and what she's bringing to the table here.
Punt formation, it's a high snap, he gets it down. A wobbly kick angled toward the sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds right at midfield.
Ball is punted out of bounds. Will be placed on the 50-yard line.
Smart move.
The YellowJacket football first and
Sheridan's
2.
got great field position with 5 minutes, 23 seconds left in the third quarter.
Huddled up around Coach McBrim again, we can call that play in. Get these guys juiced up so they don't cramp up. 24-16.
I want to say thank you to Jefferson County Judge Joe Robinson, too, for being a supporter of Grant County Athletics and Sheridan football, as well as Rick's Plumbing guy.
Just got an update. Magna Cove was over Poland 24-16.
Ooh, who saw that coming? I don't think anybody saw that one. Sheridan takes over right at midfield. First down, 5:23 to play in the third. 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Feature back along with the quarterback in the backfield. There's a snap. Handoff to the left side off tackle. Follows a block, trips over his own man, but he takes 1 extra step before he goes down. He's going to pick up about 4 on the play. We got a player that I think got stepped on.
CJ Davis.
Maybe a cramp because he's grabbing that
The play brings up second down and 6.
Jackson T.
Yeah, Jackson's getting up though. He got a little limp there. He got kicked. I think CJ got him on the way by. Yeah, he's running off the field. He's okay. Just keep moving. Don't sit down and get stiff. And water up. Sheridan's up on the ball. Second down and a short 7. 1 right out left, 2 to the right. Got a team looking backfield. There's a snap. Jared keeps. He's over the 40 and he's off to the races. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Sheridan. That's the way you answer in explosive foot away from the opposition.
Yes, we got the field position in one.
Yeah, get them in the mouth and take it home. The field position was there, the right ball, and
Man, I couldn't say enough good things about every facet of this Sheridan YellowJacket football team. The defense, the offense, special teams was a huge gap last year. Special teams are executing.
now that's the third offensive lineman I've seen come off the field,
I'm watching these guys, they're all cramping up.
all cramping up. So hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Hit that water, hit the Gatorade. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Jackson's back on the field. He's running full steam ahead. There's a snap. It's down. Kick is up. And it's good. Sheridan goes up 24-14 at the 4-minute, 39-second third quarter. You're listening to Sarah Casino broadcast from Sheridan YellowJacket football. Brought to you by 101.3 The Oldies and Deltaplex Radio Network. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. Push the door through there for a second so I can hear. All right. Oh, okay, wait. Wait a minute. You want me to? All right. Well, it just took me straight to the keypad. Yeah, let me down. Yeah, let me down. Hang on, I gotta get password back into it. Okay, just forget that. All right. All right. Hang on. Hang on, I'm almost there. All right. Give it to me now. Go. Number. Yeah. 101. I'm there. All right. So you're telling me you got me, right? All right. I'm talking in the headset right now, buddy. connection went south on us. And hopefully we're back in the fold. We're looking at 24-13, 3 minutes, 37 seconds left in the third.
Whitehall went 3 and out, punted. JV Bourne waved it off, and the ball is now sitting on the 17-yard.
And boy, both sides were huddled up and had some serious discussion. Now, we talked about the conditioning thing and the fact that it was going to be hot and humid tonight, and that would be an issue. And the second issue was, despite the weather, the temperature, and the humidity, who wants this now?
That's right.
It's a gut check.
And I'm telling you, the humidity and the cramping is starting to take its toll. Every single one of our players, whether they're getting water and stretching. Every kid that Dollar High's up there stretching. You got to imagine somebody's going over on the Whitehall side too. But they got a whole lot less players to pick from. And we've talked about it. This depth, as we win and we experience success, the more kids you got on the field, the easier it is to handle these things.
2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Outside on the right, and a big run. They're looking at a little helmet to helmet there. I'm curious to see a flag. I don't see one.
They can stare, man. He runs like a scalding dog.
Ball is picked by number 34.
He's out to the 30. It's going to be a pickup of about 13 yards on the run. And Sheridan has had excellent results in that running game tonight.
Results of the play is a Sheridan YellowJacket.
It's just an outstanding play calling. It's outstanding execution by the running back, and then the lineman giving us plenty of time to get there.
Handoff in the middle. Oh, he's met in the backfield, gets back to the line of scrimmage. There'll be no gain on the play. Yeah, maybe another calf. Yeah, he's grabbing that back of that leg. It's another cramp.
77 down, Western Ramsey. Yeah, this heat and humidity is starting to take its toll. We've got 2 Sheridan players on the field. Looks like both of them struggling with a cramp. We've got the trainer up there. You can see 2. Well, David Johnson, so David Johnson is Ronnie Watkins coming on. Trey Dennis going back in. Yeah, we've got a stable of good, strong, big linemen, and we can afford to have one go out and cramps and bring somebody else in. Not a bad. Having too many linemen is not a bad problem to have.
We're not seeing any huddle. These guys are going straight to the line of scrimmage. Both teams just straight to the line. This is about probably as close as you could ever get to a hurry-up offense on both sides of the ball.
2 minutes, 38 seconds. June Ashton just figured it up and stopped about a half yard from the line of scrimmage. Third down, down to go.
Sweep to the left, jet style sweep. He's across the 35 up to about the 36, maybe the 37. Kind of looked for a little extracurricular activity, but there wasn't much.
Ball is placed on the 36-yard line, brings up 4th down.
Very short punt.
Tackling's made by number 45, Johnson.
Circus and Casino. broadcast of Sheridan YellowJacket football at 101.3 the oldies. Deltaplex Radio Network. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Got a snap on play and a short game, but we got a player down. Again, it looks like it may be a cramp issue. He's back up, but he's hobbling a little bit. That was Landon that went down.
22, Jake Smith. Tackle made on the play by number 32.
The play was just long enough to result in a first down. Ball spotted at the Sheridan 45. First and 10. 1 minute, 8 seconds left to play in the third. Sheridan leads 24-13. Whitehall has one wide out to the right, one to the left. Full house backfield. Handoff between the tackles again. He finds a crease and turns a short gain into about a 6-yard run. Pretty good vision on the Whitehall back's part. And Landon was able to chase him down. And we have another Sheridan player. Slow to get up. You can tell it's a leg issue. Got a little hobble there.
It's Brady.
Yeah, Brady Ingram is cramping up a little bit. He's trying to stretch on the field, but it's been tough out there.
This humidity is tough for these kids. I mean, they practice a lot. They practice for 48, 30 games.
Second down and 4. Ball spotted 39-yard line of Sheridan. Handoff inside. Finds another crack, and he's still spinning forward. Gets down to the 30. It's a Whitehall first down. 8.6 seconds left in the third. Whitehall's driving. Sheridan leads 24-13. The chains are moving, and both teams are already lined up on the ball. Quick snap. Up the middle. He's hit hard at the line of scrimmage, but he gets a push. He's going to pick up about 2.5 on the play. That's the end of the third quarter. Sheridan on top, 24-13. You're listening to the Saracen Casino Resort broadcast of Sheridan YellowJacket football on 101.3 the oldies on the Deltaplex Radio Network. You know, in the first half, being part of the third quarter, we got to say something like that. It's been a while.
Yeah.
We haven't had it. The one we had got called back for 15. Between you're trying not to be a negative Nancy here, but between the cramping and, your fatigue factor, penalties start kicking in a little bit. Next thing you know, your offense is going backward. Jarrett made a great run on that last play. That was the definition of an explosive play. We haven't seen many of those since the second quarter. We need a couple here. We need a good stop, big explosion.
Deep factor starting to kick in. It's affecting
He's tackled in. Oh, he faked a beautiful faked everybody out. The quarterback walks in from Whitehall from 30 out, but there's a flag on the play. And I got to say that particular flag, or that play fooled everybody, including me and the whole stands. applauding the captain in the backfield. The quarterback.
Blocking the back against Whitehall.
It looked like the Whitehall number 77.
Got him. Yeah, he's. Yeah.
They're booing, but 77 waved whenever the flag went up.
He's given the I'm sorry. Okay, so at least he owns it.
That's semi Walker that you see as a D1 prospect.
Well, and you know he hasn't been listed on their offense at all. He's been a one-way player until tonight. I'm not sure if that again is because of the fatigue factor. Second down, 8, 11:34 to play. Handoff up the middle, and this time he will be met in the backfield. Going to be about a 2-yard loss.
Brady Dillon,
Number 22, Jake Smith. He is met in the backfield by number 1, Wyatt T. 1-yard loss on the play brings up 3rd down and 10.
It seems like time of possession really has favored Whitehall. I mean, second half. It's been Whitehall. Sheridan hasn't had the ball but once, I don't believe. Got a pass, and he's got a man wide open, but Sheridan's got coverage. Sheridan goes up, the Sheridan defender played it perfectly. Whitehall came over his back, but he can make a case he was playing the ball too, and he probably prevented an interception.
It was Jace Bradshaw.
Jace had a beat on the ball the whole way. Played it like a center fielder.
He sure did. It looked like he might have actually played himself.
That's maybe the 3rd time I've actually seen a Whitehall huddle over the last couple of quarters. They have been going straight to the line. They're back up on the ball quick. You got a big 4th down. He drops, he looks, he throws over the middle. He's got a man at the 20, and he's going to be dropped at about the 16-yard line. They've got a 1st down. It was. Their man was wide open. But they flooded the zone, pulled the safeties over to the left-hand side of the field. The right side flat was wide open. It was just a really good, it was a good play design. Well, we're going to take another short break in the casino broadcast of Sheridan YellowJacket football on 101.3 Oldies Radio Network. We'll get back to you shortly. Got a fumble on the play.
Fumble on the play.
And Sheridan players are pointing Sheridan ball. I haven't seen a zebra point yet. Now Whitehall saying they've got it.
Ball was recovered by Whitehall.
Ball looks like retained by Whitehall. Down around the 5-yard line. I don't know. They haven't even showed the spot yet. It's going to be, nose of the ball is going to be right at the 5. Boys, good check time. Coach Mallon's running out of the field, yelling timeout. We'll take this opportunity to take a 30-second break on the Sarasota Casino. nose just outside the 4. Clock still running. 9:50 and counting in the fourth quarter, 24-13. Sheridan leads. Both teams back up on the ball. Tight formation, no wideouts. Handoff up the middle, Townback. He's going to be able to squeeze across, and it looks like.
Dogs quarterback number 22, James Smith. Touchdown, Whitehall.
Finally saw a signal. Touchdown, Whitehall. Going to close that gap to 24-19. 9:29 to play. Well, it's been amazing how quick these, despite the fatigue, the heat, the cramps, how fast they both get back on this ball. Snaps down, kicks up, almost blocked, but he squeezes it through. The kick is good. 24-20. Sheridan.
Make a prediction. Make it scary.
I'll tell you, he missed it by about a whip of his
27
hand.
seconds remaining in the ball game. Whitehall 20. And your Sheridan YellowJackets 24.
Well, while we got teams watering up and moving very slowly on the sidelines, we're going to take one more break on the Saracen Casino Resort broadcast of YellowJacket football on 101.3. Signaling a penalty. I never saw the actual sign, but they're going to walk it off. 5. I didn't see it.
Ball is placed on the 13-yard line. We Sheridan football.
Not the way. I mean, that's usually a type of official timeout call. Well, the ball's been backed up now to the 17-yard line of Sheridan. There's a snap. Off tackle to the right. Got a little bit of room, not much. Going to pick up maybe 2 and get stacked up. Boy, if we needed a push from the offensive line all night, this would be the time for it. This is a go check.
Second down and 7.
Well, they gave him a spot just across the 15, so it's going to bring up a second down and about 7. Both teams are on the ball, kind of waiting for an official to. There we go. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. He fades, he looks, He throws a quick out, and he's a little bit low down at the knees. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Had good coverage on the play by Whitehall. Going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Sheridan's got to be looking for 7. This is a huge play. Right off the loss.
This is the place where a game can get away from Rookie. 2 wide outs to the right. He rolls to his right. He looks downfield. He throws. And I'm not sure who he was throwing to. There wasn't a receiver within 7 or 8 yards.
They did one was 10 yards together. So there was definitely miscommunication there. This is not the same team we've seen execute on.
If he was passing to a spot, then they're definitely on different pages.
Maybe I think we're getting this is he was in the right spot.
4th and 7. 8 minutes, 24 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Sheridan's punt formation. 2 backs deep for Whitehall. They're in punt return. It's a low line drive kick. Plenty of opportunity to return it. And he's got a hole, and he may be gone. No, he's tackled from behind down around the 8-yard line. Whitehall has a prime opportunity to go ahead right here.
That was Braxton Fox.
He gave the fair catch back here.
You're saying we got a flag in the backfield.
I saw the hand go up, but I never saw the flag. Our video crew was saying they saw the flag. I never saw it. There is a flag on the field. He flashed, the running back flashed a hand. I don't know if I'd have been a ref if I'd have called it a fair catch signal or not, but frankly, when you put a hand up on a punt in high school, it's a fair catch signal. So they're going to bring this back.
There might be under a fair catch call.
I'm not sure who's doing it.
It sounds like it's coming from both sides of the field, frankly. Referee's got the ball. He's going to mark it at the 50-yard line.
Ball is placed on the 50-yard line.
Where Whitehall takes over 1st and 10. Again, no huddle coming straight to the line of scrimmage. Four-three look on defense for Sheridan. Handoff, off tackle to the right side again, and he's hit hard at the 49-yard line of Sheridan and driven back.
Jake Smith, or CJ.
Ball is 39, number 32.
Landon Mason.
Number 42.
Now, we've been calling those names a lot tonight.
49, number
Going to bring up a 2nd down and 9. The clock is still running. 7 minutes, 46 seconds to play. Sheridan clinging to a 24-20 lead. Both teams up on the ball. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Full house backfield. Quarterback takes, fakes it, keeps it straight up the middle. He's going to get a pretty good gain of about 5.5, maybe 6. Finally dragged down, bound to Sheridan 44-yard line.
Brady Ingram.
It's going to be a big 3rd down and 4. And this is a big one. Now, even if Whitehall does score, Sheridan has plenty of time to keep their heads up. Stack backfield, handoff up the middle off tackle. He is hit hard. He's hit hard around the 42, 43-yard line and dropped. We're going to mark it at 43. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 3, and yeah, CJ nailed him to the ground.
He is a head hunter. I'm excited to see that kid. Definitely ready to go.
And now we have both teams are huddled up on the sidelines.
6 minutes, 35 seconds, fourth down.
Okay, Stan, what do you call here?
Down four, he's got 6:35 to go.
I'm seeing a little slander on the Sheridan side. The kids are not scared.
Yeah. I think Val's got to keep that in consideration. He's moving the ball pretty well, so punt it away, take a chance, and he can drive it.
If they punted from here, it would actually pin Sheridan pretty deep unless we got really lucky with the big chunk. They're going for it on 4th down and 3. They've got a 2 tight end set, something we've only seen one other time tonight. They got one wide out coming to an H-back position. Gonna have a power run to the left. He fakes it, throws in the flat, got a man, first down to the Sheridan 32-yard line. It was a really good call. Got to give it to him. And executed really well. Now, they loaded up in a power formation, fake to the left side, and threw a dump pass over to the left flat. The fake. It's the same play they've been running all night, and it sucked the linebackers in. Had no coverage in the flats. So now, first down Whitehall, 6:14 to play. Another full house backfield. Hands it off left, the running back gets across the 30, down to about the 26 or 27. Instead of this may come out to who has enough gas left to take for the last 5 minutes.
They keep making those kinds of mistakes. They get the ball.
Well, between me and you, if they're going to score, I hope they do it pretty quick. Exactly. Handoff straight up the middle again. Got a crease, but he is hit hard inside the 30, down around the 29-yard line.
High snap.
Ball carried by number 23, Tyler Davis.
Going to bring up a 3rd down to 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
Sheridan's passing this line like get over it.
I can't believe it. Whitehall's in a huddle again.
All right, Blue Crew, let's hear ya.
Burning up a little clock right now. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback hands off right. He fakes it. Keefe goes up the middle. He's going to be close to a first down. He's down inside the 25, close to the 23, maybe 22. Oh, he has to. It's going to be 4th down and a yard with 4:31 left to play in the game.
Sheridan on your feet. Let's make some noise. Let's
Another power formation. Handoff. Right up the middle to the up back, and he runs in untouched.
Ball carried by number 8, Jamari Brown, touchdown Whitehall.
23 yards to the back. We were key on the feature back, which, take on the H-back. But the H-back gets the carry, and he was literally 23 yards on touch. So Whitehall takes the first lead, their first lead of the night since early in the game, 63. 24-26. Whitehall has the lead. We're trying to extend it to a 3-point. There's the snap, ball's down, kick is up. Kick is good. And Whitehall ahead 27-24 with 4 minutes, 12 seconds left. We're listening to the Casino Resort broadcast of Sheridan football, 101.3 the Oldies, at Delta Punch Radio Network. Both teams are lined up for the kickoff following the Whitehall score that gave them the first lead since early in the first quarter, 27-24. It's another deep kickoff down inside the 5-yard line. It's being brought out. He's across the 15 and going to be stopped at about the 17-yard line. 83 yards to go, 4 minutes and 4 seconds left to do it.
Sheridan football first and 10.
Good seeing, get some plays out.
This is going to be a knuckle fighter, Sam.
Yeah. If I did, I figured guys they'd be doing this now. 24-27, be leading the whole game. This is gut check. I keep saying gut check, but I do. It truly is.
You know, in every game like this, you've got moments, right? I mean, just moments. Well, obviously, this is one of the moments.
This makes your season. You come back, yeah, you got plenty of time. Execute like you have.
There's a snap. Jared hands off to the right, gets across the 20 up to about the 21. I gotta say, it looked a little bit like another horse collar type of situation, but
Brings up second down and 7.
yeah, another cramp. Ball spotted at the nose of the ball is on the 21. 3 minutes, 41 seconds left to play. Both teams are up on the ball, waiting for the signal from the ref. There it goes. There's a snap. Jared drops. He looks. He throws. Got a man. Oh. Slot back looked like he was open. He tried to go to the wide out. The pass was short. We're going to bring up a third down in 7.5, 8. For Joe Jackson and Rory Bassowitz and Richard Bailey and all you other teachers out there, salute. Just a quick shout out to you and how much we appreciate it. Sheridan's on the ball, 2 wide outs right. Jared fakes, he looks, he throws deep, and there is nobody within 8 yards of that ball. And it looked like possibly Jaden got a little tied up around the 45-yard line with the DB. When he finally separated, the ball was over and gone by about 10 yards.
It's a huge third down play for Sheridan.
Fourth down play.
Fourth down.
Yeah. We're looking at, well, you know, it was wishful thinking that it was third. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Jared keeps, he looks, he rolls, he's pointing downfield, and there throws an interception. And the Whitehall player is reversing field, fumbles the ball, but he falls back on. It's going to be Whitehall's ball at the Sheridan 40-yard line with 3 minutes, 10 seconds left in the game. And boy, that might be the dagger right there. A lot can happen in 3 minutes, but you know you got to give a break. Well, of all the things we discussed earlier and that we've heard throughout other sports broadcasters, etc., the one factor that was supposed to separate these two teams were 2 factors: inexperience from Whitehall and speed for Whitehall. Well, the speed certainly hasn't been an issue. No, that hasn't been the difference maker. And the experience factor, and there he goes now, the backup back from last year, who only got 57 carries, has had a big night tonight. And Lander makes the play on Jaden Smith, and Smith is up over the down past the 40 to about the 37-yard line. Brings up a 2nd and 6. Clock is stopped because he went out of bounds. 3 minutes, 3 seconds left to play. Right. Oh, there's no doubt we've had a lot of guys hit the ground. Handoff straight up the middle, burning clock. Brace and tackle gets across the 35 down to about the 34-yard line. Clock running, 2:54 to play. Whitehall hanging on to a 27-24 lead.
Number 1, Wyatt T. Brings up third down. All right, Sheridan, let's make it loud, let's make it loud, let's make it loud. Let's your defense hear you.
Both teams up on the ball. Referee gives a little whistle. Backs up to the line of scrimmage now. There's the snap, straight up the gut again. And he might pick up a foot. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 3.5 yards.
Timeout, Sheridan.
We're going to take this opportunity to take another season. Sheridan, YellowJacket, right? Fourth and 3 from the Sheridan 35-yard line. Whitehall's will go a long way to ice this game if they pick up this 1st down. Crowd on both sides is very loud. One wide out to the right, one to the left. Got 4 people in the backfield. H-back, 2 up backs, and a quarterback. This is a version of the pistol, the rear-looking spread. Referees are holding. Here we go. He's going to change the play. Whitehall has to call a timeout. They can't get on the same page.
Timeout, Whitehall.
That's
27-24, Whitehall over Sheridan.
nail biter, folks.
This has been one of the best games I have seen Sheridan play.
It's fun to watch.
You know, there's moments when it's hard to watch, but the truth is, it's been a really good football.
This is if we're not able to pull it out, this thing literally has double. Execute like the first half. Condition, put some fluid to it.
Sheridan's back on the field. Whitehall's taking a pretty good long break. Look like the refs up.
It's 4th down. Let's get loud, loud, loud. Everything you got right here, Sheridan. Make it loud, make it loud, make it loud.
2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback handoff, straight up the middle. He slides off tackle. He's going to get up. He's going to pick up the 1st down down to about the 30-yard line. Unless they saw where his knee dropped,
22 on the
they
field.
motioning for 1st down. So Whitehall picks up the 1st down. Clock is at 2:11. Ball's going to be spotted now at the 30-yard line. Those are the footballers right on the 30. Whitehall's up on the ball. Sheridan's in their 4-2-5 defense. Hand off to the left side again. They have worked that left side hard and often all night long. Pick up about 5 yards on the carry. Number 22 again for Whitehall. Can't see who was on the stop for us.
Yeah, that sweep to the right. left side of the field.
He's hitting off tackle and just bounces to the outside after that first rush. And it's worked for them most of the night, pretty much like it's worked for us. And I can't blame him for doing that either. I mean, that's... Sheridan's ready. Whitehall's taking forever. They're in they're in victory formation. They're just going to run this clock out.
Flag on the play.
Maybe a delay of game.
Delay of game on the offense.
They're going to back them up 5, but that's not going to change the outcome much. 55 seconds left to play.
That's a heartbreaking. That is a heartbreaking. YellowJackets, I mean, we went 3.5 quarters thinking this one was ours. I have to say, we've said it before. I don't want people thinking that we just say it to say it. They have nothing to be ashamed of. This is a vastly improved Sheridan. Size, strength, ability, execution is all here. I hope to put a few things out of the
Clock still running. Takes the snap, downs for one knee, backs them up again about a couple of yards. It's going to be third down and about 13. Clock's at 37 seconds and ticking. We're just going to line back up in that victory formation again. And again. 22 seconds, 21, 20. There's a snap. Drops to a knee. Folks, that's the ball game. Sam, this has been a dog fight, literally. YellowJackets, lost, stinging dog fighting ball game all night long.
The ball game on the final score.
You know, I'd rather get deep on 40.
47, Sheridan YellowJackets 42.
No, that's just... Well, due to a lack of stat sheet, we're not going to have a post-game show tonight. We'll try to get...